Hail friends, welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the most infamous and unforgettable aspects of EverQuest, death. Don't forget to share your most memorable EverQuest death in the comments below. We'd all love to hear your tales of triumph, despair, and everything in between. Let's kick it off today with my most memorable EverQuest death. I was playing my human Shadow Knight right around level 10, and I decided to make the long journey from Freeport to the Butcher Block Mountains. As I braved the Ocean of Tears for the first time, I noticed my character stand up and yelp in pain. A shark had attacked me through the boat. I tried to cast a spell, tried to auto-attack, but basically, the shark could attack me, and I couldn't attack the shark back. Panic set in as I frantically ran around the deck, watching helplessly as the shark slowly gnawed away at my life pool from below. I thought to myself, surely the shark doesn't swim faster than the boat, and then, well, if it kills me, I'll just hop back on the boat and grab my body. That, my friends, was where I screwed up. When I died, the boat just kept moving, leaving my corpse and all my platinum and belongings behind in the middle of the Ocean of Tears. When I respawned, ran back to the docks, hopped on the boat, and saw my body was not with the boat, it was a devastating realization. After a few fruitless boat rides trying to spot my body, it dawned on me that my corpse was either floating in the air or sitting at the bottom of the ocean. So I did what any desperate adventurer would do. I jumped off the side of the boat in the middle of Ocean of Tears, armed with my fist, ready to punch a shark to death if necessary. I cast Locate Corpse, and I started swimming, and swimming, and swimming, with my one swimming skill. After what felt like an eternity, I started thinking, well, I'm only level 10, maybe I should just start over and play something else. After what seemed like probably 10 years, I finally spotted my body. I want to say it was resting at the bottom of the ocean because I distinctly remember having to dive deep and loot quickly before I ran out of air. The relief I felt in that moment was unreal. My belongings, my platinum, my dignity, all restored. That day, the name Ocean of Tears felt more fitting than ever, and to this day I will not sit down on a boat ever again. In EverQuest, death wasn't the end. It was the start of a whole new adventure, often more challenging and frustrating than the fight that puts you in the dirt. Experience loss? Check. Nightmare corpse runs with no gear? Absolutely. Possibly losing a hard-earned level? You bet. This wasn't like other modern MMOs that just reset you to a safe spot with a minor penalty. It stripped you of everything. You respawn naked with all your gear left behind on your corpse. That meant no armor, no weapons, no bags, no goodies. Whatever you had before, it was there waiting on you to come back and get it. This wasn't just humiliating, it was dangerous. Without gear, you were weaker and far more vulnerable. Every step back to your corpse felt like a gamble. A single mob could abruptly end your naked corpse run, leaving you with another corpse to deal with. Players without invisibility spells, or unlucky enough to face mobs that saw through invisibility, had it even worse. Sneaking back could be impossible, leaving you to dodge, hide, or beg for help. If you were especially unlucky, you'd respawn at a bind point miles from your corpse, turning your recovery mission into an epic journey of survival and despair. Finding locations became a lifeline. Forget to bind near a dungeon or zone. Enjoy your cross-continent jog with no equipment. And even if you just dinged a level before dying, the stakes were even higher. In addition to the shitty corpse run, death came with a brutal EXP penalty. Every death shaved off a chunk of your experience bar, and multiple deaths could push you so far back that you lose an entire level or more. Imagine clawing your way to level 45 after days of grinding, only to die and drop back to 44 after a single mistake. Losing a level wasn't just frustrating, it was devastating. You lose access to abilities, spells, and other gear you'd worked tirelessly to earn. That powerful new spell? Time to relearn the weaker version and start the grind all over again. Every death was a stark reminder of how fragile progress in EverQuest could be. Sometimes, death wasn't even your fault. One poorly timed mistake from a group member could snowball into a total disaster. Anything from pulling too many mobs, losing track of crowd control, or missing a crucial heal could wipe the entire party in a matter of seconds. But that was EverQuest. Death wasn't just a personal failure, it could be a shared experience. Whether it was your fault, someone else's, or just bad luck, the consequences were felt by everyone. Some players became infamous for consistently getting their groups killed or playing poorly. Word spread quickly in the tight-knit community, and these players often found themselves alienated. Group leaders would avoid inviting them unless there were absolutely no other options. Reputation mattered in EverQuest, and a bad one could follow you like a shadow. When you died, the stakes didn't stop there. A corpse stuck in a deep dungeon or surrounded by respawning mobs could take hours to retrieve. Every wrong turn threatened more deaths, more EXP loss, and maybe even another level loss if you were having a particularly bad night. Yet, as punishing as it was, death made every success even sweeter in EverQuest. Retrieving your corpse, re-equipping your gear, and finally making it out alive wasn't just a relief, it felt like a triumph. And if you avoided losing a level in the process, that could feel like a miracle. EverQuest didn't just punish you for bad decisions, it punished everyone around you. But that shared risk created bonds between players. Guildmates and strangers alike would band together to rescue corpses, fend off trains, or help you survive a dangerous zone. Every failure became a story, and every recovery became a shared victory. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your most memorable EverQuest death in the comments below. We can't wait to hear your epic tales of disaster and triumph.